I do. I love their content. They're nice people to me, and this is not me saying I'm upset with them, because I'm not. They had the respect to come talk to me and treat me like a person, and even if they don't like me, and I don't know if they do, I mean, you know, that would be their choice, they said they do, but even if they walked away going, we don't like this girl, like, I'm gonna forever respect them for that. Thank you, Scott. But, like, and I think towards the end of the stream, they started to kind of understand. I know that they were listening and they understood where I was coming from, but I think the pieces of what's actually been happening started to fit together, if that makes sense. And when Bearing came on, you know, they're giving me this advice, and I'm trying to take it in, and I'm listening, because I think to other people it looks like I'm not taking in criticism, I'm not listening, I'm not wanting to apologize on what people don't know because they're not close to me, and that's fine. I mean, I don't expect people to know this. My problem my whole life is when anything goes wrong, I'm the first one to raise my hand, take responsibility, and say I'm sorry, even if it's not my fault. And then I end up getting walked all over. This has been a problem I've had because I grew up in abuse, like similar like to Cody, where I was made to believe that no matter what was happening, it was my fault. Does that make sense? Fuck, like, before this I was such a private person, but fuck it, who cares? Every morning for years, my mom woke me up screaming bloody murder for like an hour, me and my sibling. Like, it's hard to talk, I can't breathe when I'm talking about it. And then for half an hour to an hour after she got home, that fucks with your brain. It programs your brain so she'd come home and anything that happened that day was my fault. So I believe that everything is my fault. Does that make sense? So it's so hard with that issue to know what is actually happening. Does that make sense? Sorry, if I just end this stream, it's because I'm too upset to talk. Fuck. I just gotta breathe, because it'll pass. It'll pass. I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to hurt Chambers. I actually thought she was a friend. I don't want to hurt Based Mama. I don't want to hurt Nick. I don't want to hurt my former friend. I don't want to hurt anybody. But I don't want to be stepped on and be naive. I don't want to hurt anybody. Like, my biggest fear is hurting somebody's feelings or hurting somebody. I don't want to hurt anybody, and this is where I'm having a hard time. Paulina, I'm so nice. People take advantage. That's my problem. And then when I speak up finally, because people aren't used to it, they go, she's gone crazy. It's like I have a right to defend myself. It's not that I don't want to be like my mom. I don't, because I'm at the point I don't think I'm like her. But I don't want to, I get so anxious I can't think. And that's not illness, that's anxiety right now. I don't know what I was talking about. Unless you're following everything going on, you're not seeing what's happening. You're getting like little bits and chunks, and a handful of people actually like know and understand what's happening. Okay, Paulina, quit listening. This is a toxic medium you choose. See, this is where I get frustrated. Okay, Paulina, if you want to give out advice, then here's the situation. I have no family that gives a shit whether I'm alive. They don't care. I have a roommate who is wonderful, but he's not going to be around forever. I have a handful of friends that are scattered throughout the world that would love to help me in my position and can't. I can't get insurance or Medicaid because I can't afford it, or I don't qualify for whatever the fucking reason that I'm still not sure of. I can't have a life outside of my home. I don't leave my home. Can you guys understand how crazy that can make you feel? So the only thing I really have is my laptop and the camera. Thank you, Gutless Warrior. So you tell me, what should I do? See, I have a lot of people throwing shit, and I'm not upset with you, Paulina. Please don't take it like I'm upset with you. I have people throwing shit left and right, but they're not actually listening to where I'm at and giving me constructive criticisms. Or not constructive, constructive conclusions. It's just, you need to do this, but they're not listening to the situation, or not, maybe it's not even that they're not listening, they just don't understand it all. Like I said, I can't expect anybody to. Oh, I love you too, Jane. I know, honey. Alright, I figure. Oh, thanks, Paulina. I'm sorry you're in the same situation. Mine is bad. Sorry, I'm not trying to be a victim. I'm trying to say mine is hard because I have family. They just don't care. Marby, I'm too sick. I can't leave my house. And I can't get insurance to even get to a doctor. I'm gaining weight and I can't stop because of what's going on. And that's hard. And I'm just dealing with it. That's right, Callum. That's exactly right. It does mess with you. Cherokee, we looked it up, and my understanding is they've done so many budget cuts. Oh, okay, thank you, Kay. I'll get there in a second. I don't think I'm on right now. My computer doesn't, if I restart it, which I did recently, doesn't always pop on. Hey, Mike, have I seen, I did see Robert's video. I feel bad because Robert's getting a lot of hate. What about taking a nice bubble bath? Yeah, I'm just gonna cry at it. They've been doing so many cuts that at this point, unless I was pregnant, not gonna happen. And I'm not gonna get pregnant. Not fucking anybody. So that's where people keep laughing at me. Oh, you dumb bitch. Can't even fill out the paperwork right, you fucking cunt. You scammer, but you can go online and you can film the video and you can edit. Those things are easy. And I can sit down and do them with very little thought. It's very automatic. They're things I'm good at. What about hospital charity care? I don't know what that is. Nobody's talked to me about it. I need, I'm sorry. I need extensive testing. Scott, thank you. Well, the last doc the doc I've been working with that I saw, I talked to him about fibro, and he said, well, because we talked about disability, and he said the government has cracked down on people who are trying to get disability for fibro, and he explained the whole thing. So, Paulina, stop. You have good things in your life. Yes, I have things to be grateful for, but what do I have to look forward to? I don't know when I'm gonna get better. I don't know what's wrong. See, I keep thinking I know where I'm on to something, right? So my hope was the doctor, the other doctor I worked with before, who thought it was the IUD. My hope was, okay, I'm gonna try to detox this copper and hopefully that'll fix everything. And I got copper out of my system and it did help with a lot of stuff, but I'm still going through horrors that aren't getting better. So, hi Lauren, so I'm not falling over, passing out all the time lately. That's not been an issue. So that part I'm grateful for. That part of the danger zone I feel like I'm out of, but I'm crying every day because I'm in pain. And pain medicine doesn't work. I think that there's probably more than one thing going on. We know there's fibro. I know that the IUD was there and that did damage. I don't know the extent. I know that the fevers are indicative that my body is fighting something, but we don't know what. So I'm assuming there's maybe 2, 3, 4 things that are going on and they're working against each other. Does that make sense? So where I'm having a hard time is I'm going through all of this. Hey, I never normally ask this in the chat. Can you guys, a lot of you are being really nice and I appreciate it. To the others, do you mind just having a little more compassion right now, because it is hard because I'm a human being. Or maybe I'm not. I don't know. I don't feel like one anymore. Thanks, Cherokee. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to say that, because then people are going to get mad at me and say, well, we are being nice, so why are you ignoring us? I can't. I have anxiety. Do you see where, thank you, Gutless Warrior. Do you guys see where my, Erin talks to me about this. She's like, girl, quit speaking in internet and thinking in internet. Oh, Nathan, thanks. So, yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Livy, I'm sorry. I appreciate it, but I can't guess anybody right now. I'll probably get off here soon. Thanks, Gutless. Let me tell you where I'm having a hard time today. And Aaron's tried to talk to me about it, and roommates tried to talk to me about it, and it's not helping yet. But here's where I'm having a hard time. So, or one aspect, because this is all really hard. Everything I'm talking about is really hard stuff, but the cherry on the cake that I'm having a really hard time with was when I went on Andy's show. No, there's so many rumors. He messaged me and he said there's stuff going on and there's rumors, and sorry if I'm just speaking funny, the anxiety makes me feel hyperventilate a little or feel like it. I'm fine. It's not, this is where I tell people, I know what an anxiety attack feels like and I can deal with them. It sucks, but somebody says hospital charity care. Well, if you would like to send me info, I'm open to it. And I went on, and people were like, well, you hid that you were going on so we couldn't prepare and ask questions. And no, what happened was they were not, or I should say Andy. Thanks, Gutless. I don't feel very safe, but thank you. Andy wasn't when he wrote me, he wasn't very happy with me, and it's okay. He gets to feel however he wants. not upset about that. No disrespect, even though it will be taken as disrespect. So he said, you know, would you be willing to come talk about it? And I said, yeah. And I didn't know, and I can't even remember because I'm having anxiety if I misread it, but he said, you want to talk about it? You want to come talk about it? And I'm like, yeah. I think he said, come on. And I didn't know exactly what he meant. And he's like, okay, are you available for the show in 25 minutes? And when he said the 25-minute part, I think was where I was like, and I'm trying to remember was where it clicked. I'm like, oh, thank you, Mike. And I'm sorry, somebody just sent me a message, whoever, I think it was Hufflepuff, I think, and I just accepted because I have anxiety and I'm not thinking. So I'm sorry. Sorry if you're not recognizing it. So I said, come on. I said, okay. And it hit me, you want me to go live? Hi, Gutless. JoySparkleBS at Gmail. Guys, I would open my DMs and stuff, but too many people have been mean, so I can't. And that's when it hit me, oh, I'm going to go live with them, and I'm going to go live with them. Wow, I didn't expect that, you know? And on top of that, because it sounded like they weren't, and I mean, he was being nice. Like, please don't take it any way than what I'm saying, even though some people will. He was being very nice. I even asked, because he wanted to talk about everything, Daddy-O-5, all of that, and I said, hey, can you give me can we have like a few minutes beforehand, couple minutes, 5 minutes, so we can just go over a couple things? He said, yeah. And it was just more stuff of like, hey guys, I just want to make sure, can we not bring up anything that could affect Rose, Tim, and the kids? And I gave a very brief overview, and they understood. They were really respectful, which was really nice. Thank you, Clay J. Thank you, Clay J. So I didn't advertise it because, guys, like, I know a lot of people, like, would fucking love and fucking dream to go on his show. They book out for months, you know, and I know that, right? He's even said that on stream. This was not a, look at me, let's promote myself. I called Aaron, or I was on the phone with Aaron when I got the messages, and I went, oh shit. And I told myself, this is either going to go horrible or it's going to go great. It's going to be one or the other, and I don't know, and I was really nervous. I even had to apologize before, and I told them, I'm like, I'm really nervous. I'm going to talk really fast because I get nervous. And they're like, it's okay. And they were really nice. They're like, we're going to ask you some hard questions, but, you know, we're not going to rip you apart. And I said, no, that's okay. I understand. I don't think you will. And if you guys saw it, yes, Gmail. They were so nice. Like, even when they're like, well, we know we're being hard. I'm like, you aren't. You guys are being really nice. Here's the part that's hard. There are two parts. They were giving me all this advice, and I'm trying to take it in. I'm trying to listen, right? Thank you. I know, Diana. It does. Thank you. It sure does. Thanks, Paulina. Trying, Jane. Trying to be humble. I'm trying to take it in. And then here comes Bering with the total opposite advice. And then they're kind of like, yeah, well, Bering makes sense. And the majority of the people I know that are close to me that I've talked to have said, fucking do what you feel is right. Who cares? Okay, you do a lot of videos. Like, so what? And I get where I get where Andy's coming from. I get, you know, Andy and Chris. But then it was like, they finally started to understand, like, they started to get all the pieces to the puzzle, right? And they started to understand more what I'm going through. And that's why by the end of the stream, they were just like, hi, Christina. Oh, thank you, Diana. They were like, oh my God, we're sorry. And not like they did anything wrong, but more like, we feel bad for what you're going through. And they saw how stupid it is. And so they were wanting me to take this advice. Bering literally, okay, this is what Bering did, and I'm paraphrasing. Bering came on, they're like, what do you think of the Joy Sparkle thing? And Bering's like, I didn't fucking pay attention, what are you talking about? And they're laughing, and they're like, he's like, well, what'd she do? And they're like, well, she made a lot of videos about different topics, and, you know, and Bering said, all right. And they said, you know, it kind of looks like she's capitalizing on tragedy. And they said, okay. And he said, well, what's the other evidence? They're like, well, you know, she either doesn't make money off the videos that she does this with, or she's been donating it, which we have proof of. And Bering's like, wait a second. We're having a debate on a young girl, which I'm saying that. I don't remember if he said that, but he's like, we're having a debate on this girl who makes lots of videos. Do people watch them? Yep. She doing well? Yep. Okay. So we're having this whole thing about this girl who makes a lot of videos and then gives the majority of her money to charity. What the fuck is the problem? And then you know, that was his attitude. And he goes, fuck. And he's like, what are we bitching about? And they're like, well, you know, it could look like because she's doing a lot of videos that she's trying to capitalize off tragedy. He goes, who the fuck cares? He goes, if she has an audience for it and they like it and she's not hurting anybody, who cares? He's like, yeah, but with Daddy-O-5, she did like 92 videos. And even though the lawyer kind of asked her to, he's like, wait a minute. So the lawyer asked her to, she's helping the case. He goes, is her making the Daddy-O-5 videos gonna make, he's like, what did he say? He said, her making those videos, did it help stop the abuse with the kids?
And they go, yeah. And he goes, then shut the fuck up. Like, what the fuck? And not in a mean way. Like, they do playful banter, right? He's like, what the fuck is the problem? He's like, there are real assholes out there. And this girl is donating her money. He goes, first of all, Joy, keep your fucking money. That's your fucking money and your business. You don't need to put that out there unless you feel to. Fuck him. He's like, secondly, she's a better person than all of us because we don't donate shit. And that's when, like, and he told Andy, he's like, Andy, come on. He's like, you're all about everybody gets to have a different opinion. And here everybody's coming down on her, a girl that makes lots of videos and gives to charity. He goes, and he said, look, Joy, he's like, I didn't watch your Daddy of 5 videos. And I'm no disrespect, I don't give a fuck on the subject. And I'm like, right, that's where I was like, hey, that's cool, you know, because we don't all have to like the same stuff. I wasn't offended. It's not like you have to watch all my videos and like me. I was like, okay. He said, but you do whatever the fuck you feel like doing. You're not hurting anybody. You're not hurting anybody. So who the fuck cares? And that was his attitude, right? So then they all started to understand how ridiculous the rumors were. Like, I own special spaces. I make fun of disabilities. You know, that's where I gave Dylan the shout out on what he said. Paulina, who did I hurt that needed me? I have not been perfect, but who did I hurt? Who needed me that I hurt? I mean, even like, okay, because look, I've made some mistakes. Young girls you block. Paulina, what are you talking about? Paulina, there are some people I have to block because people get unstable. God, Scott, I hear ya. I fucking hear ya. Paulina, when I have girls that are coming at me, demanding my time and attention and making threats at me, there are people that I have to block out of safety for myself. Thank you, Cherokee. I block trolls and people who act like nut jobs. Well, Paulina, that's what I'm doing. Wait, you're saying I'm hurting young girls by blocking them, but then I have to let it go and don't take it personal. Paulina, when people are saying they're going to come to my house and slit my throat and fuck up my roommate's life, should I just let it go and just not block them because their feelings are more important than my roommate and my safety? Do you see what I'm saying? And I'm not saying you're doing it. That's not what I'm saying, but I'm saying, like, I'm trying to explain the logic here. Aw, I get what you mean. Thank you, Gutless. Like, this is why I did those videos. That's why I did those videos on that, you know, people got really irritated about on what's his name? The funny brown guy on the TV show. The cute brown guy, what's his name? Steve Harvey. You know, people are like, well, he's racist, he's this, he's that. I'm like, I'm not here to argue those things. All I'm saying is he has a right to protect himself and protect his space. That's it. He has a right to protect himself. That was my argument. Not about anything else. Paulina, hon, this is the internet. These girls are kind of fragile. They don't. And I hear you, Paulina. I don't think you have bad intentions. I don't. Paulina, just because they're fragile doesn't mean they need to threaten my life and they don't get to scare me and me not do anything. Their fragile feelings are not more important than my physical safety or my roommate's safety. Thank you, Master Miller. Yes, I have feelings too. So it's like, so here's where I'm having a hard time. And what Andy wrote me in the beginning, and my understanding is that people came to them saying I was talking shit. And there were people came at them with lies, but then they also saw what I was doing, and I think that they felt embarrassed to have ever promoted me or worked with me, and that's what I'm having a hard time with today. Sorry, I'm not looking at the chat right now because it'll mess me up at the moment. Thank you, Anti-Buzzqueef. Because today, what's happened is I don't know what to do because I thought it was like, okay, so here's this advice, let me take it in, I'll apply it, because I think they were being nice to me. They mean well, they don't know me, they don't have to give a shit about me. They were being nice, and then Bering's advice came on and it changed the whole dynamic of the conversation, and so when it ended, and we talked for a few minutes afterward, right, but when it ended, I walked away going, so what am I supposed to do? Fuck. Does that make sense? So I'm now in this place where I'm like, I can't move. I thought, okay, I saw this really beautiful article that I wanted to put on Sperpinkelbo. This guy, it's about the Manchester bombing, and I know they were like, don't make any more videos about it, but I like to find the joy and the sparkles in something, and I wanted to put on Sperpinkelbo, which it won't do that well, and I'm aware of that, but Sperpinkelbo I've been neglecting, and it's more the lighter side of things, and you know, more personal stuff, and it's about this homeless guy who went in and just helped all these fucking people angelically, and I wanted to talk about it, but then I was like, no, I should take Andy's advice and not talk about it. I was like, but wait, this is me. Like, I want to try to find the good in something, but I've made too many videos, so people are going to think I'm profiting, but this isn't going to make that much money anyways, and, you know, because there's apocalypse going on, and if I put it in the title, it probably won't be monetized anyway. And so I thought, okay, well, I'll scrap that. And I've been doing this all day. I have like 15 or 20 video ideas, and I'm doing this all day with each one. And my problem is, this is where my problem is. Let me explain. My problem is that because of the way that I think Andy and Chris felt in the beginning. And even though I think that changed, I'm now in this place of going, oh my God, here are these two really nice people. Really nice, who were really nice to me. They didn't have to promote me. They didn't have to have me come on and talk. By association, I'm making them look bad. I don't want to hurt their reputation. I don't want to hurt them. And I don't mean like they're walking around with their feelings hurt. Do you know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm saying, but I felt so bad going, oh my God, well now I have to be careful every video I do because I don't want it to reflect badly on them or the other people that know me. And that has kept me in a state of just everything else going on, a state of anxiety and like locked in a box right now. That's why no videos are going up. I'm confused on whether or not to even follow the advice they gave me in the beginning. And I don't want to hurt anybody. Does that make sense? I don't want to hurt anybody. No, Lauren, you're right. They were helpful. I know they're trying to help. This is not I'm upset with anybody. This is me going, they are so nice, and I don't want to do anything that could possibly do anything hurtful to them or their image or their reputation. Where it's hard is, I know now, because there's a series on stuff I want to do on pedophiles coming up. I've been meaning to for 2 months, and I keep pushing it off for different reasons, and I started thinking about doing that, and it's like, nope, because at this point, what's happening is my mind goes to, because all this shit just isn't stopping, my mind goes to, can't do that because people could take it this way, run with this rumor, and then it could make all these people who've associated with me look bad. That's where I'm at right now. Does that make sense? And girl, you say, GRRL, I'm just gonna call you girl. Girl says, Joy, who cares? Don't worry about them. That's the problem. I genuinely care about people. I do, even if I don't know them very well. I don't, and that is just the truth of it. I care about people, and I don't want to see people hurt, even if I don't know you. Does it make sense what I'm saying? Because if not, I can try to re-clarify. Lauren Scappy, and that's my issue that I have, is I do feel like my existence just means, like my existence alone means people are getting hurt because of the way I was raised. This is why I was so passionate about the Daddy 05 videos, because I saw what was going on with them, and I'm like, I know what's gonna happen to you when you're older. Oh shoot, I don't see anything going on in the chat, so I don't know if I'm frozen. I don't know. I'm assuming it's frozen. Oh, okay, there it goes. Guys, does that make sense? Hi, Nathan. My videos love you. Hi, Sarah. So that's what I'm going through right now. So if you don't see videos this week, that's why. Well, thanks, Sai. But now everybody's saying that I just hurt the situation worse. And then I have people lying about it. And that's the hard part. I hear lie after lie after lie from people who said that they're supposed to be helping. And I can prove it. A small handful of you have seen the evidence. You guys know that I have every receipt. I have everything. And even those people that are trying to hurt me, I don't want to hurt them. Lisa, you just wrote me and said I need to chill out for a bit, take time for myself, work on my emotions, get my thoughts together. Let me explain my situation. What do? Do I go outside and take a walk? Do I go to the park? Do I go shopping? Do I go work out? Do I go make friends? Go take a class? I can't do those things. So literally, I sit on my couch in panic and anxiety because I'm ill. I'm so limited with what I can do. I don't have family to call. I don't have a group of people that gives a shit whether I'm alive, except for you guys, which makes me a pathetic person. I know that. But when you're sick, you can't go out and do a lot. Fix a lot of it. I just have to sit with it. And the problem is being sick when you have nowhere to go and you're in one spot, it can be very easy to start spiraling downward in your mind. And that's what I'm trying to deal with. But the anxiety has just gotten so bad today that I'm just frozen. I can't do anything. I'm just sitting here shaking all day. So does that make sense? Okay, detox from social media. Okay, so I sit here alone in silence because then I have to deal with a whole nother host of issues, which is like, no matter how nice you are, your family doesn't want you. They fucking hate you. You have no future. You're in pain. You're in pain. You're in pain. You can't fix it. You can't get better. You can't get insurance yet. It's just nothing but nonstop limitations. It's like there's no, oh, Lauren, I fucking love you. You're so sweet. Aaron and I were talking about you. You're so sweet. Chris, let's spend a week watching cute kitten videos. Can you imagine, but sitting in the same place? You know what, Gines, I'll be really honest, could you have a little more compassion right now? I know you don't know me, you don't owe it to me, but you're saying stop being a defeatist. I get to have emotions, and I get to express them. And I've been really, really nice to you, so I don't understand. Gines, what did I do to you? I thought I've been really nice to you. For Christ's sake, Joy. Really, girl? I've given you shout-outs. I've promoted you. And I'm actually going through some real shit. Like, I really am. I don't need your tough love, Gines. Don't you understand? I have to deal with tough shit mostly by myself all day, every day. Like, do you have an ounce of compassion? I don't need your tough love. I don't. I'm not trying to start shit with you. I'm not trying to be a dick, Gines, but my God, could you have, like, I've been really nice to you. I've really tried. Could you just have a little bit of compassion for me? Or if not compassion, just silence. Or is it fun? Is it fun to, like, throw jabs at me and see it hurt me more? Is it fun for you to try to inflict hurt on me when I've been nice to you? Like, I don't understand. I'm not saying you've had, you know what, Gines, that's actually not true. You have had some malicious and ill intent. Like, you have come on here and been mean and made jabs before. Like, you have, and we've all seen it. But I don't need your tough love right now. I don't. Danielle, exactly. So, I'm gonna I feel bad because some of you are being really, really nice and I'm trying to focus on it. It's just like, when you have an open bleeding wound and you're talking about it, and then somebody just, like, puts a knife in further and calls it tough love. And Gines, I'm not even saying that you're meaning to do that right now. But, like, Lord, I'm talking about how I feel in general right now. You know what? Okay, Gines, if you don't, okay, I'm gonna go back to ignoring you. I don't know what else to do. Got nothing but love for you, girl. It'd be nice if you could have a little compassion. Gines, when you make fun of me and you say stuff like, look at all that dancing, I bet that's hard to do when you're sick, you're not trying to help. Like, you can't come on here and act like you're constantly trying to help me, and then when I ask for compassion, just be, like, tough. You can't come on here and act like you're trying to be nice when we've seen you several times come on and be mean. I'm not dumb. We're not dumb. You even said yourself before, you're like, yeah, I know I'm being a cunt right now. Like, you've done that before. Like, I'm not gonna argue with you about it. Like, and this is gonna become a thing. This is gonna become a stupid thing. That's how it works. So I'm gonna go back to ignoring. That's all I can do. I'm not asking for people to say things I like. I'm literally asking for a moment of compassion. Same to you, Gines. I wish you nothing but love. I like your content. And guys, please don't be mean to Gines. Please don't. I don't want to do that here. Let's not be mean. And guys, I appreciate you want to stand up for me. Please, I don't want to do that here. Yeah. So this was a bad idea. See, now I'm just going into all of those thoughts of, here it comes. It's going to be a thing. It's going to be a thing. And I didn't mean for anything to be a thing. Like, the moment I just ask for a little compassion, and I try to, like, just slightly assert myself in the situation, be assertive, stand up for myself, like, this is what happens. I'm the asshole for standing up for myself. Hi, Dark Prince. I hear what you're saying, Nathan. It's hard to take in, and I'm trying to process it, and it's not working right now. And now I'm going to wake up in anxiety and panic tomorrow knowing that what's happened tonight is going to blow up into, I'm crazy, I'm having a meltdown, and I got into this big, massive fight with X, Y, and Z. That's what's going to happen. I'm predicting it. You know, me and my psychic indigo children abilities, I'm calling it right now, and I really hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. And watch, me saying psychic indigo abilities is going to get cut up into, see, she thinks she's this amazing blah, 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 blah. That's what's going to happen. People are asking if the indigo thing is fake. It's an idea. I can't sit here and tell you it's fake or it's real. It's just an idea. It's an idea that some people like. It's an idea that for a short time in my life, 12 years ago, I liked. There's about 2 years of my life that I liked this idea. That's it. See, and people said Willow Smith is an indigo. So there are reasons why I stepped away from that idea and decided I didn't like it, because there was a lot of bullshit that came with it. Thank you, Shadow Dance, for the 1,000 bars. It's a lot of new agery. It depends on if that's your thing or not. I still have some new age shit that I like and I enjoy, like beliefs and things, but I have critical thinking with it, like I've talked about. So I did that, it didn't stop. That's the thing, like I do, it doesn't stop. That's how there was this shitty game of telephone yesterday that got back to Andy saying that I am talking shit. That's how it works. Right now, people are watching me for any tiny little minute detail or not even a mistake. 'Cause I've made mistakes and I've owned up, and then there are some that I've made that are more private that I just kept private to protect people's privacy, which I've, kind of lightly brushed over because I don't want to disrespect people's privacy. YouTube Nightmare says she doesn't have psychic abilities, she has empathic abilities. Here's what I would say. Hi, Chris. Here's what I'd say to all that. I think sorry, I just went in the chat. I'm looking at the chat if I pause for a moment. I think everybody is psychic to a degree. Like, if we weren't, how is it you can feel somebody looking at you from a long way away? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, somebody's directing their focus, attention, and energy on you. You can feel that. To me, that's a form of psychic ability. You know, you think about somebody calling and you pick up the phone to call them and they call you. I just think some people, that ability is more sensitive than others. Just like some people are more inclined to, Kay Roberts, tell Addie I love her. I love Addie. Some people are more inclined to like be better at math or play the piano. It's just, it's how you use your senses. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody is empathic. I just think some people shut it off. That's my opinion. So that's another reason, guys, I stopped liking the idea of the indigo children. I'm like, why the fuck is this idea just subscribed for a specific group of people? Anybody can want to help the planet. Anybody can be psychic. Anybody can be an empath. Like, that's how I look at it. Self-preservation when you hang out with beggars. Chris, I love you, Chris. It's making a comeback? Oh, Lord. I mean, it's like, and there are things about it I understand. Like, there are even some things where I look at it and I'm like, okay, I can kind of see this, this, and this, but I just don't, I don't like to have limiting labels or beliefs anymore, you know? That's how I look at things. Or that's how I try to look at things. You know, but I've always talked about being a weirdo. I totally believe in ghosts and aliens and I love supernatural shit. Like, I've said that from the beginning. I'm just not somebody that feels a need to scream what I think or how I feel about people, because what I think and how I feel is, it's a small part of me, and those things change. Exactly. It's just a concept of people's auras, what their auras are, the color indigo, and what that means for the person. I mean, and some of that is, it's, you know, it's a little silly, but again, it was the concept that people are here to help and that our generation is different. But now I look at it, I look at it differently. I just don't look at it in the same, I've let go of a lot of different things about the idea that I don't like. And that's why you know, when I was younger, I really was in it and wanted to promote it because I wanted to try to help make a better world. Like, that was my whole goal. Stinky Hillary, people were talking about you, asking where you went. Hey, girl. Somebody says you were a kid. That's right, Cherokee. Oh, thank you, Diana. Yeah, I am up late. Oh, Lord. Morning man's mom. You would be surprised how many people have an issue with an idea that I had 12 years ago. Like, nobody grows and changes as a person and has different ideas. Different tastes, different preferences. Cody, hashtag weed in the puss. Master Miller, I am from the Midwest. So I hope everything I said makes sense. Love Cody. Love Cody. Of course I love Cody. I love Andy. I love Chris. I love Bearing. And I'm grateful I got the opportunity, but now I feel stuck because I don't want to do anything to possibly hurt or damage their reputation. And not that I think that, oh, I'm going to be the sole fuck and then edit while I sit on the couch. Videos are very easy for me because of that. And then some days I just can't do them. Aw, Diana, you're so sweet. Thank you. Shay, anything right now, hi Bethy, anything I do right now gives me diarrhea, which makes me gain weight. Diarrhea makes me gain weight. That is why I'm gaining weight. And then to counteract that, I have to eat heavier foods like carbs, cheeses, stuff to make stuff solidified. Does that make sense? This is the dilemma I'm having. I have tried everything, and right now, one of the only things that even somewhat works, remember when Andy was like, you bought a lot of pizza? That's one of the few things that works. But over time, that will slowly make me gain weight. But do I gain 5 pounds a week because of diarrhea and trying to eat healthy and it goes right through me and then my body has issues? Or do I eat pizza to try to solidify everything even halfway and then gain like 1 pound a week? I hate pizza. I'm at the point I hate pizza. But guys, I've tried it. I have tried it. I don't know if it's, somebody says colitis, maybe. They gave me medicine. I've had two different medications now for IBS. Hasn't worked, hasn't touched it. Ava, it could be hormones. It could be hormones. I've tried, I've tried the brat diet. Is it the brat diet? Yeah, bread, rice, applesauce. What's the tea? I forget the tea. It goes right through me. Everything. And for a while, certain things would work, and then they stopped working. Like, okay, I could do rice. Okay, I'll do rice. I'll do toast. Okay, and then that stopped working. Okay, I'll have to, and I don't eat red meat, but I was like, I'll have to start red meat. Burgers, and I'd make my own fries. That stopped working. So I tried all these different things and combinations, and finally one day I was like, I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna order a pizza. And that was, even though my stomach is still really hurting and upset, like I have a constant stomach virus, it helped keep things even halfway solidified. Rice goes right through me. I can't do herbs go right through me right now. Toxic mold exposure, I don't think this is toxic mold, because I've had candida, I know what mold feels like. I don't think this is mold. Yep, the brat diet, yes. Bananas, rice, applesauce, toast. No, doesn't work anymore. Isaac, right now I barely cook. because I don't have the energy. And then it's like having to go out and buy the groceries is too much. So then I have to rely on roommate, but then I feel guilty. So that's where I'm at. You may have Crohn's. It's possible. I need to get testing. I need to get more testing. Is it gallstones? I don't think so, but I don't think so. How long have I been sick like this? It has been... Do I work out? I get diarrhea when I work out, and then I get very sick and I gain weight. I've tried. Believe me, I've tried. I miss working out. I was very active. I was tiny. I was tiny before all this. And I've had weight issues in the past, but I got to a place where I really understood diet and exercise, and I was really tiny. You would not recognize me a year ago. Sigh, that's the weird thing. As much as my stomach hurts and I'll feel like I'm gonna vomit, never vomit. Turns into diarrhea every time. You gotta work out for your mind. I get that, Paulina, but then I get really, really sick, which fucks with my mind, and then the diarrhea will make me gain weight. So it's a mess. It's a damn mess. So you guys, I love the suggestions, but the truth is, I don't know what it is. Because I can't get the testing I need because the current fucking regime, the government regime, and you know what, to me, they would do it no matter what fucking regime it's in. I think they're all full of shit. It's just what flavor of bullshit they gonna sell us. The last doctor I said, you know, he thinks I have IBS. That's why he gave me IBS medicine. Shea waves, we're talking thousands of dollars. This isn't the kind of thing where you can just save up a couple $100 and go get testing. It's not how it works in this country. And we don't know what it is, so I could be throwing money into a hole. And see, yeah, well, I'm sorry, Courtney. And you know what, Courtney, okay, my grandmother has really similar issues to me. That's why somebody had talked about polymyalgia rheumatica. That's what my grandmother has. And it does run in families and generations, so it's possible that that's what this is. Now, she actually had, intestinal cancer. So they had to remove part of her intestines. So that's when all of her diarrhea issues started. But with her, she cannot put on weight. She's down to like 90 pounds. It's scary. Thank you, Master Miller. It's every time I see her, I'm afraid it's gonna be the last time I see her. So with her, it's the opposite. With me, I gain weight. And that's just what happens with some people. Cherokee, I don't think so. You could just be diarrhea causing air. Is it anxiety causing diarrhea? Because I had lots of time where I wasn't anxious and didn't have it. Here's what happened though. The diarrhea wasn't as much of an issue until about a year and a half ago. I got a stomach bug that it felt like never went away. That's what happened. So, and I was already getting really, really sick. And then this stomach bug, it was not this past January, but the January before, triggered just all of these stomach issues. And it was for a while, okay, 1 week out of a month, I'll have diarrhea. It sucks. That's gradually gone to every day. And maybe I have a day off in the week. Maybe 2 if I'm lucky. Clay, I know fibro has, even before that, fibro affected my weight, but I was still, here, I'll pull up pictures. I've shown pictures before. Pictures of what I looked like before the diarrhea hit. I don't look the same at all. Oh, I get sad. Like, I legitimately get sad when I see these pictures because I'm like, it's going to be a long time before I look like that again, but then I just keep trying to remind myself that I'm not my body, that there are more important things than what I look like, even though it's hard. Sorry, guys, because these were older pictures, I have to really scroll through them. But also, I'm not really taking many pictures lately. Oh. I miss being small. Where are these pictures? Okay, here's one. Here's one. Told you. That was 50 pounds ago. Fucking illness just ruined my life. I think I was about 110 right there, 110 pounds. Those were taking a year and a half ago before the diarrhea started. That's when I was working and traveling a lot. Not a cute outfit. I miss my clothes. Can I look like that again? If I can get better, it'll take time. All these pictures are hard to look at for different reasons. Oh, I love this picture. Look at my boots. I love those fur boots. Aw, thank you, Sai. I just want to know what's wrong. See, that's why with me, it's like there's not just one thing. There's just so many things going on. So I wasn't lying when I said I used to be really small. And actually, I have pictures where I'm smaller than that. Not that I'm trying to say that my worth is in how small I am or I'm not, you know. Sorry, I don't know if you can see them because of lighting. Honey, the fur is fake. Oh, these were in France. I don't know if it says the location because I think it was my friend that took them. This was in a castle in France. Well, it's a castle ruins. Let me show you. Castle ruins. Where's the... Oh, there's a really cool one. This was on the Mediterranean. So say le pont. I think that's what it says. Oh, you guys can't see the location up here. Yep. Go back there, but I got too sick. Can't afford Obamacare. $300 a month. This is cool. This is like this little hideout. Well, you guys probably can't see it. It's this little hideout in the side of a hill, a big like mountain hill. Let's see if there's anything else in here. Here's one. I was tiny. I'm making a silly face. Oh my god, this was fun. These were stairs that led to nowhere. Check it out. It was under a bridge, and I'm like, oh my god. So I had my friend take all these pictures. I'm not somebody who likes to take a lot of pictures and do the duck face. I like silly stuff. So we had all these pictures of me walking up these stairs all serious. Here's the collage. Well, that's me acting like I'm king of a mountain near stairs that go nowhere. Just shit that makes me laugh. Walking. I mean, just stupid shit. Just stupidness. Europe is beautiful. I miss Europe. Here's one. I've never showed everybody I think I've showed you guys a few pictures. Same place. This is the same cafe. We loved going to this cafe. It was the only coffee shop where we were at. Oh, there's the tooth. Fucking tooth. I miss it. Love this picture. My friend was like, you look like a little kid going to school. I was, how old was I? 32? Look at the heart-shaped glasses. I think I left them in France. I miss those. Look how I was tiny. I was teeny tiny. Miss it. That's why you guys see me in the same clothes. I can't fit in anything. Same cafe. Rainbow dress. Sai, I told you. This is one of my rainbow dresses. I can't take a serious picture. I can't. This is where he's like, take a serious picture. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Oh, thanks, Isaac. Told you. Sai, and that's not the only one. Okay, check it, Sai. Me and my rainbow dress. There was this nature preserve, and they had horses on it. And I made friends with some of the horses, so we'd always go to the fucking nature preserve where the horses were. So I don't know if you can see the horses behind us. Aw, this is one of my favorite people in the whole world. This is Cleo. That's little Cleo. Cleo is a stubborn little shih tzu, and I love her to death. And Cleo, every time I see her, I'm the only one that she'll let me hold her, and she'll sit on my lap. Everybody else, she likes you, but from a distance. But she'll let me, she doesn't want it, she's very independent, don't want to be picked up. You know, didn't really want shit to do with too many people, but she really likes me. She's my buddy, and I like her. Let's see if there's any other pictures I can show you guys. Aw. There's my passport pictures. These aren't the ones I ended up taking, though. I can't remember. I think it's because of my ears. I had to redo them. Let's see. Here's a fun one. No, I don't want to put that one up because it has a picture of somebody else in it. I want to try to maintain privacy, even though some people have really worked hard into trying to not allow the former people in my life to have privacy. But can't fix that. Oh, these pictures are hard to look at because this is when I had a life. So that might be it, I think. Oh, here's some. Oh, that's got people in them. I miss these. This is fun. This was in a castle. It was a fireplace. Yeah, it's too overexposed because of the lighting. You can't see it. Let me try to put it up there. Super fun. It's hard to see. This statue. This one castle all castles are different, by the way. I didn't know this. This one freaked me out. This guy had his arms straight up in the air, so I tried to imitate it. There's just total stone. Some castles really creep me out. There's just a lot of castles there, so I went into a lot of castles and hold on. Trying to find everything because I know there's more stuff. Here I was trying to show off my muscles. Again, I can't take a serious picture. I really can't. And I don't have the lips. I can't fucking duck lip. Hi, Russians. I gotta be careful. Here's my boots. I have these in like 6 different colors. I love them. I have a picture of Caitlyn Jenner on my phone, and I don't know why. I mean, not that she doesn't look bad, but what do I have Caitlyn Jenner on my phone? Silly. You guys want to see something really funny? Okay, this was at a store. Now remember, it's in France, so they don't look at things the same way. So they were having like an anniversary sale. It was called the Anniversary Royal Butt. And I was like, oh my god, they have a royal butt. And it was everywhere. Like, hold on, I have more pictures of the royal butt. Hold on. It's like I like looking at the memories, but it's hard because I miss having a life. Royal butt everywhere. And I mean, I laughed. I know it's stupid, but I laughed so fucking hard. Fucking royal butt. Like, there's a bunch of royal assholes everywhere. And it was fun. Here, even the entryway is for royal butts. I know it's juvenile, but it made me laugh. What else is here? Here's another Cleo picture. Check her out. Chilling. Got that one paw up. Looking all demure. I love that dog. Can't look at that one. That one's hard. Another one. See? Very small. Let's see. What else? Sorry, guys. I'm just showing random pictures. Probably bored. Don't blame you. Maybe one day I'll have a life again. Excuse me. I wish I could show you guys other pictures, but... So, that was who I was when I was able to do things. Oh, thanks for the support, guys. You guys are really sweet. I keep telling you, it will pass. I don't know if it's gonna get better. I don't know if it's gonna get worse. I think it's just kind of one of those, fucking wait and see, Which one is that? Keep trying to find other things. I think of, well, there might be one more. At a restaurant. A vegan restaurant, because I was more vegan then. There you go. So, alright, guys, I'm just gonna try to deal with everything and process everything and stay up. Can't look at stuff anymore. Alright, guys, I think I'm gonna go unless you guys have anything else you want to talk about. Start reading self-help books. That doesn't fix stuff, honey. Thank you guys for all the love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're so sweet. I don't know when I'm uploading again. Dylan, you and that sassy shit, I can't handle you tonight. Sarah, I love you, girl. You guys are so nice to me. I haven't meditated in a while, actually, because it just feels like it's not working anymore. Not for me. I mean, it can help some things, obviously, but I just want to get better as quick as I can. I know, Sai. I know. Lisa, that's funny. Yeah, you guys can send me email anytime. JoySparkleBS@gmail. Anytime. So, okay, guys. Thanks for hanging out. So, I'll see you guys at some point. Everybody have fun. Take it easy. And, Sarah, you're making me laugh. Okay, well, you guys are more than welcome to email. You don't feel like you have to. If you want to, you can. Okay, guys, have a good night. Everybody take care, and see you guys later. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you for your kind stuff. This shall pass, and I just want to get better. Hopefully it'll happen soon, but we'll see. We'll see. I know, Chris, love you too. Feeling. Okay, guys, have fun, and I'll see you guys soon.